I first looked at Master Addons back in May, and then checked it out again recently when I saw that it was on sale. I was surprised to see that there have been several big updates and a lot of new features added in just the last 4 months. So I purchased a copy to try it out. Hi, this is David McCann from Elementor 360. In this video, I want to share my walkthrough and review of Master Addons for Elementor. Master Addons is created by Jewel Theme, and there's a free version available in the WordPress plugin directory. You can see it has more than 10,000 active installs and quite a few 5-star ratings, and that the developers are active in support. The premium version is available from the Master Addons website, and it adds additional Elementor widgets and extensions. You can see that it's available for a single website, 3 websites, or unlimited websites. It's available for yearly and lifetime plans. When you first install Master Addons, you get a menu item in the WordPress admin. There are several tabs on the main screen. The first one has links to support and Facebook and their video tutorials. Then there's a tab where you can disable any of the widgets that you don't intend to use. And I like that feature because it helps to keep the Elementor editor from being overloaded. And many of the widgets in the free version of Master Addons you find in the Pro version of Elementor. For example, the table of contents widget, a team carousel, call to action, nav menu, and pricing table. And then there's some other add-ons which are kind of unique and not found in Elementor Free or Pro, such as Image Hotspot, Restrict Content, and Domain Search. On the next tab are the extensions, and you can see there are quite a few of them here. Again, I like that you can disable the ones you're not going to use. There are particles, custom CSS panel, which is usually found in Elementor Pro. There's the option for a mega menu, which isn't available in Elementor Free or Pro. There's the option for custom breakpoints. And in the free version of Master Addons, you can create 3 custom breakpoints. In the Pro version, you can create unlimited numbers. There's a header, footer, and comment form builder available in the free version of Master Addons. The header and footer builder is usually only available in Elementor Pro, and then the comment form builder is something that's not available in Elementor at all. A reading progress bar, some extra positioning options, transforms, display conditions, a background slider, container extras, a scrolling relax option, and as we already said, dynamic tags. Then this is a place where you can enter your reCAPTCHA keys and your Twitter settings. Here's where you can roll back to a previous version, which is kind of a cool feature that Elementor has, but not many add-ons have. Here are the change logs, and then this is a link to upgrade to Pro. One other thing I wanted to show you before we go into the Elementor editor is that Master Addons adds a duplicator link to posts and pages, which is a nice extra feature. So I've created some pages here for us to do some testing. Here we have a heading, and the first thing I want to look at is the dynamic tags extension. When you click on this, then you see some of the dynamic tags. You see archive tags, author tags, comment tags, site, media, and post tags. And this is an add then for Elementor Pro. What you don't have here are the advanced custom field tags. So that's a limitation. And I imagine that most of these tags you have here are useful when you're using their header, footer, and comment form builder. So those are the dynamic tags there. Let's see, we can do post title, and you know it doesn't show. Let's update and go take a look on the front end. And there it is. So a little funny, it doesn't show, but there's the dynamic tag feature. On the advanced tab, we have some of the other extensions. You have transforms. These are things like skew and rotate and scale. There's a relax effect, which is like a parallax for scrolling. There's a reveal effect. There are display conditions, And you have the option for all conditions have to be met or any one is met. And then you have a repeater here with a condition. So for example, here's a default condition where the current date is between October 25th and October 27th. Today is the 29th. So let's see if the image, this is set on the image. Let's see if the image shows. It should not show if this is working. The image does not show. From here to there. Let's save that and go take a look. And it shows. So that's working. Now you can set display conditions on widgets, any of the Elementor widgets, but I was a little surprised that you don't have the option to set display conditions on a section. It seems like that would be very useful. Anyway, back to display conditions. Your conditions include whether the visitor's logged in status, their user role, operating system, their browser, the date and time, day of the week, whether it's a single post, page, post type, or a certain type of archive. I imagine for most people, the visitor user role or login status and the date and time would be most useful. These things might be useful, for instance, when you're creating a header for the site. Then you might want to show something, a different element, if it were a custom post type, something. But for most people in Elementor, you're going to create a page or a post. So having it as a condition doesn't make sense for most usage, but it would for using it for a header or footer. Then there's the option for floating effects. It's kind of cool. Some positioning. So you have static, relative, and absolute. And container extras, which are max width, max height, min width, min height. And this positioning, container extras, those are also similar to features in Elementor Pro. You have entrance animations, which is another thing in Elementor Pro. And as we mentioned, here's a panel for custom CSS. Now I created a page here where we can test another feature. Let's go to the table of contents test. So here on this page I have an H2, an H3, an H3, and an H2. So those should show up then in a table of contents. So I'm going to add the table of contents widget. And by default here it's off canvas and it's to the left. You can adjust the offsets. And then here's where you can set up the button to trigger it. By default, it's in the top left. So let's update. Let's go take a look at that. And kind of it's hidden here behind the admin menu. Let's see if we can trigger it. Okay, so we get that. It's not very helpful. Let's go back and put it in the center left. So that might be better. And now let's go back and take a look. And we have the first heading and the second heading, but it's not picking up the H3 correctly. Let's go to the second heading. When you click the second heading, it goes to the top of the page. So that's an oddity there. If we look here, there's a place for additional. And here you can set, I guess, a class or ID selector for the page. You know, for it looking to set where the container where it's going to look for the headings. So let's go and take a look here. Let's see if we can find the heading. It's the Astra theme. So main looks like it would be good. Or maybe entry-content. Let's try entry-content here. Okay. And let's update that and we'll go check that out again to see if that worked better now. Nope, that didn't make any difference. So not quite sure what's happening with that. This is another feature that you probably wouldn't write your long form blog posts where you need a table of contents in Elementor because you're kind of writing in these little text blocks. So I have Elementor Pro installed. Let's see if the table of contents widget works with the Elementor theme builder. We'll create a single post template. We don't need this. Let's add a section and we'll give it some margin. And then let's add the featured image. And let's see if we can get a preview. Nope. We don't get a preview of the featured image in Elementor Pro. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Let's go out for a minute. And just for grins, I'm going to deactivate Master Addons. Let's go back to the theme builder and go back in, and here's our featured image showing. So the master add-ons, I think it's that template tags feature kind of interferes with Elementor Pro's ability to show the previews. So that's kind of a drag on that. Let's go ahead and go back and let's reactivate master add-ons and go back to the theme builder. We'll just create it without the previews. Ah, now it's showing. Okay, let's add the post title. No preview there, so that must be cached. And we will add the post info. And we will add the post content. Okay, now let's try adding in the table of contents widget. Okay, and we'll set the button again to show center left. And we'll add the class entry content. Okay, so we'll update that and we'll go now and preview that. So here's our quick single post template. Let's try the table of contents. It didn't pick up anything there. Let's look, see if there's a different class we need instead, because it's an Elementor container. Let's see here. Guess we can try Elementor row. So let's go and try that. Update and go in preview. Again, it didn't find anything. So this is a little kind of disappointing. It could be that we don't have the right class, but I'm kind of thinking it doesn't work with the dynamic templates. So there's that. Let's remove this widget. There's another feature that's available here that I want to try in the template, and that's this reading progress bar. You can set it for the top or bottom of the page, and you can adjust the height. So just to make it real clear what we're looking at, I'm going to say something like red for the background color and blue for the progress bar color. Let's update that, and let's go and preview this. There's the bar, the red bar. And so now as we scroll, it shows the progress. Okay, so if you want a reading progress bar like that, it works. So there's that extension. Okay, so now let's take a look at the mega menu option. I created a page here for the mega menu test, and it doesn't have a menu on it yet. Normally you'd probably put the mega menu in the header. But what I did is I just created a page for best vacations. And let's go see how we can add a mega menu. We go to Appearance, Menus, and I created a single menu called Vacation Ideas, and I gave it a custom link called Best Destinations. And when you have the mega menu extension, then you get this button here to design a mega menu. This is like CrocoBlock and some other add-ons, the way they do it. So we want to turn on mega menu for this menu. And then you get a little options cog here. It says mega menu disabled no, but I think we want to say we want to turn it on, and then it says mega menu enabled yes. So let's save that and then edit mega menu. All right, so we have a section here which is full width. I'm going to add an intersection to it, and then in here I'm going to add an image. And you notice it kind of took over this image background, but I guess that's okay. And we'll add some images here from image library, and then we'll add a heading. We'll say ocean and center that, and then we'll duplicate this. We'll delete that one, and we'll duplicate this again and one more time. Then we'll go here and change the image. Okay. All right, now we're going to save that. And we're in this pop-up here, so we just close that. And I'm going to save this and close it. Now let's go back to our Mega Menu test page. And I'm going to add the Master Addons nav menu item here. And I'll select the menu, Vacation Ideas. And then it has that. So I'm going to update that, and let's go take a look. Okay, so anyway, that's how you would create a mega menu, and these would just be your links here. So that's pretty easy to do and seems to work pretty well. Okay, now let's take a look at another feature. I'm going to go to this page here, back here, and we will add some restricted content. So here's a restricted content feature. It lets you do page or pop-up, and then you can restrict based on the user role. You enter there a password, an age question, or a math CAPTCHA question. So we'll do password. There's our password. And then this is the content that we're going to restrict. And then here's the warning message. We can change the button. This is the error message. So instead of please confirm you're 18 years old or over, we can say password was incorrect. Okay, so let's save that. And one thing that I wanted to show you is you can do content like this text edit box, or you can do an Elementor template, which makes this a little more useful because kind of limited with just a text edit box. Okay, let's preview. Here's our password. Enter that and hit submit. And it says this is your content you wanted to be restricted by password. So that works fine. Now let's look at another one, which is kind of interesting. They have a domain checker widget, and you have input placeholder, enter your domain here, and the button. Okay, and then you have your messages. Congratulations, the domain is available. Sorry, it's already taken. Or the whois was not found for that top-level domain. Enter a domain name. And I took a look at the source code, and they have a long list of top-level domains and the registrars for those. And so it does a whois lookup kind of behind the scenes. And then this is kind of a neat thing. It gives you the option when it returns true is you can say sign up for hosting with my affiliate link and give a link to the hosting company or the domain name registrar that you're using. So let's try this out, see how that looks. Enter your domain name here. So we'll do myverycooldomain.com. Has to be already taken, right? Hey, congratulations, my very cool domain is available. However, instead of the affiliate link and message, I get this one here. So I think that's a little glitch. I think it's supposed to show my affiliate message and affiliate link there. But anyway, it does the domain lookup. Okay, so we've looked at some of the extensions and widgets for Master Addons. Now for the discussion and conclusions. I said in my introduction that the Master Addons plugin had been developed very quickly, and I think we see some rough edges like the table of contents not working quite right, or the affiliate link not showing on the domain checker. Those glitches may reflect that rapid development. I also got the impression that some of the features were not developed as fully as they might be. The dynamic tags extension could have been added to the plugin for use in the header and footer builder, where the site fields would be used, but the feature doesn't include custom post types or advanced custom fields support, which means that although many widgets have dynamic options, it's not really of much use. The display conditions extension only working on widgets is another example where it would make sense to take the feature further so it would be available to use with sections. A lot of times we have kind of a general use utility add-on for Elementor that has a lot of the basic widgets that we use. And the glitches and limitations make me think that maybe this wouldn't be a good choice for that. There are a number of extensions or widgets that are available that are similar to ones with Elementor Pro. For example, the header and footer builder, the CSS extension, or image gallery widget. And that means that users could have access to those features even just using the free Elementor. And that will appeal to some people. And there are also features that don't exist in Elementor Free or Pro, such as the display conditions extension, the domain checker, the image hotspot, and restrict content widgets. The comments form builder is another unique feature. If you're not using Elementor Pro and want some of the Pro features, or you want some of the unique features that Master Addons has that aren't available in Elementor, then maybe getting Master Addons makes sense. So that's my look at Master Addons for Elementor. There's a text version of this video available on the Elementor 360 website, along with other walkthroughs and tutorials and resources. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching.